Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. This is a micro session because it's only 5 minutes long, where a normal Reiki session with me does last for about an hour. So, just a tiny little bit just to get a little bit of a sample. I'm just trying to expose as many people to the idea of Reiki as possible because it's a fabulous tool out there for us to use in manifesting and in growing and in healing. It can be used for so many different things that are good for us. So, I don't know exactly what it is that you need in your life. So, today, what I'm going to do is set the intention for whatever is for your highest and best good and ask the Reiki to help you to reach that. Um, After we do Reiki, then we'll do 5 minutes of questions. And for the questions, I'll get out my tarot cards and I'll use my psychic abilities and come up with some answers for you that will help you move forward productively in your life. So, we're going to go ahead and just start with the Reiki to begin with, and then we'll move over to the questions. And then also, I should say that super chats are never required here, but always appreciated. So, let's just start the Reiki. Okay, so we're starting Reiki at 56 after the hour. That means we will be finishing it up at 1 after the hour. Gracie G girl, hello, hello. Glad you're here. Bonnie Snow, hello, welcome. Thank you for that, Gracie. Thank you for the thumbs ups that have already happened. I do appreciate those. Also, thank you to those of you who are sharing this video with others who may find it beneficial. Does anybody have questions about Reiki today? This is a great time to ask questions about Reiki. I am a certified Usui Reiki master, so totally qualified to answer those questions. Bring them on. Bring them on. How's everybody doing today? Oh, yeah? Let's hear it. Or if you don't want to share it here, then text me or call me, whatever. Happily ever after. Welcome back. Welcome back. Glad you're here, my dear. Happy Sunday, everybody. Sunday, Sunday. My collar looks all weird to me. There. That's the thing about seeing yourself on camera, you get all self-conscious. Maybe. You can't hear me? Can anybody else hear me? You should be able to hear me. Okay. Did we have a little operator error going on at your end? I've done operator error several times myself. How many minutes do we have left? 3 more minutes of Reiki. If anybody has questions about Reiki, please throw them up in the chat. I'll be happy to answer those for you. La da 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 la da 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 da. Doesn't look like Anne's here right now, but I think Anne's going to be here later. I can tell from where some of this Reiki is going. We also have a lot of heart Reiki going, a lot of heart Reiki, a lot of Reiki going into the heart chakra and also the base chakra especially. Base chakra has to do with those things in our lives that make us feel secure. So that's where some of you are sort of getting balanced up. So that can be relationships, that can be jobs, that can be homes, that can be assets. We have a lot of different things that make us feel secure, don't we? La da 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 la da da da. 2 more minutes of Reiki. Wow, you guys are really picking up. Reiki is going like everywhere now. Not to sound like a valley girl, but it's like going everywhere. Oh, very cool, very cool. Is that normal for you to have predictions or feelings? I do think generally predictions stir up feelings in people. Yes. And I will say that I don't know if this is true of every psychic reader, but I will say that in general, when people have contact with me, the more contact they have, especially, the more sensitive they tend to become. And some of that is just from interaction because of the things that we talk about. And some of that is just, uh, that's my energy, baby. I can't help it. I mean, my roommate in Missouri in the middle of the Bible Belt bought not one, but a couple of tarot decks after I moved in with her, bought a pendulum after I moved in with her, and uses them all regularly now. And was not interested in that stuff really at all before that, as far as I know. Yeah, that's just a psychic nudge, baby. Those kinds of things are the things you want to follow. All righty, let's see. That's 5 minutes of Reiki. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. And remember also, Gracie, every time you're coming in here, you're getting Reiki for whatever's for your highest and best benefit. And so a lot of times, whatever's for your highest and best benefit is, can result in you taking an action that you wouldn't have taken before, or being more sensitive to your intuitive nudges could be something for your highest and best benefit. So when we do this for highest and best benefit, we don't know exactly what's coming out of here. There's not really a normal. All right, so let me take a sip of tea and then we're going to open it up for questions. Who has questions today? By the way, super chats are never required, but always appreciated. I already cleared my card deck. I'm just setting my timer. You guys put your questions in there. Let's see what you've got. What have you got? What do you all want to know? What's on your heart? What's on your mind? How can I help you? How can I help you today? Every day I'm shuffling. Nobody has questions. Quit being shy with your questions, guys. It's not every day you get to get a question answered by a tarot reader for free. A psychic tarot reader on top of that. La da da da, la da da da, la da 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 da. There we go. Silver Moontress. Hello, hello. Later in the summer. So we're saying July, August. Will Silver Moontress get a job? I'm going to adjust your question. Will Silver Moontress begin working a job later in the summer? July, October timeframe. La da 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 la, la da da da. Will she begin working a job before that time frame? Yeah, I don't think you're going to have to wait till later in the summer. It'll be before July, August timeframe. Gracie G. I feel like I'm advancing. At the same time, I get the feeling that someone or something doesn't want me advancing. Ha, 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 ha. Okay, so I'm going to steal from another tarot reader that I listen to. Uh, Minnow Pond. He gave this example yesterday in the Scorpio reading that I listened to. Um, and it fits so well. But he was talking about, and this is the Amista paraphrase because I'm not good at word for word. He was talking about that there's this idea of crabs in a pot, that when you put crabs in a pot, or in a bucket, when one tries to climb out, what happens is the other ones reach up and keep that one from climbing out. They keep him down there with them. And people generally, we like our friends to stay our friends, and we like our friends to stay just the way they are, and we are, so that we can continue to enjoy them. We can continue to commiserate with them, and we can continue to be comfortable with them. And so what happens when one of our friends starts to ascend a little bit or climb out of the bucket? We pull them back down, bring them down. So if you start thinking something really positive about your future and what could happen, if you start thinking, I could have this wonderful home, and maybe in this wonderful home, I could have like an additional little suite for my guests to stay in whenever I have people over, or, whatever your dream or your fantasy might happen to be. And then, your friends that you hang out with that don't have that, that they're not going to be comfortable with you surpassing how they're doing, because that's going to make them feel some kind of way. So heaven forbid you might think that you could improve your situation, because then they're going to feel like, well, how come I'm not improving my situation? What's wrong with me? So don't let's get silver moontress ahead of us. No, that can't happen. And that's, whether your goal is material like a house or a vehicle, or whether your goal is spiritual, like, just ascending to a higher realm, being able to forgive people more easily, whatever that goal might be, whether that goal is, losing weight, whatever, you know, people like us the way we are because they're comfortable with us. We are vibrating at the same level with them, if you want to get into total metaphysical terms. That's why we've become friends. We've drawn each other to each other. And so when you start vibrating at a different wavelength, which a new perspective, reaching up, is going to make you vibrate at a different perspective. Now look, we've got two friends, but they're not as comfortable. They don't click as easily. There's one that's here and one is here. So it calls your friend to start vibrating up here, or it calls your friend to drag you down. Get it? It's totally normal, and it's to be expected. What's up to you is, what do you do with that situation? Do you encourage your friend to come up with you? Or do you have to spend less time with that friend so that they can't drag you down? Okay. Hello there, Angela. We try to keep good vibes in here, don't we? All right, everybody. Thank you very much for spending some of your precious time with me today. I do appreciate it so, so, so much. Everybody have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling, peaceful, happily vibrating day. And if I don't see you here for a private between now and then, I'll see you guys back on the next video. Peace out, everybody.